In this video, I am reviewing the brand new Strong Series rower from Aviron. Welcome back, I'm Tammy from Fit Healthy Mama, where we help you live a fit, healthy life. Alright, welcome back. I'm super excited to be able to review Aviron's newest rowing machine, the Strong Series rower. Now, I have had an Aviron rower for about a year and a half now, and I have also had the pleasure of trying many other competing connected rowers, and while all of them have their pros and cons and their super cool features, I have to say Aviron has always been a favorite of mine just because they really do things so much differently than anybody else. So when they told me that they'd be releasing a new rower, I thought, my first initial thought was, well, how could they improve on something that they've already done such a phenomenal job of making just a great experience from the inside out? Now, when I got the Strong Series rower, I now see all of the improvements and adjustments that Aviron has made so that those of you who buy an Aviron are truly getting the best rowing experience without compromise. So instead of having to choose between a bunch of connected rowers and say, you know, I could get this one, but I'm missing out on this aspect or feature, Aviron really tried to put everything all in one in their new Strong Series, and I think they really did a phenomenal job accomplishing that. So if you're unfamiliar with Aviron, their goal has always been to end boring workouts. I absolutely love that. This machine truly caters to those of us who don't really vibe that well with like the upbeat fitness class experience. Of course, there's a time and a place for that, but sometimes you just want to get on your machine and you just want to row, or you want to compete with yourself, or you want to just vibe out watching Netflix. You can do all of that on the Aviron. So why did they release a new rowing machine with a new concept and design? Because they took a look at what people want, what their users want, what people in the industry are looking for, and then they put it all into one machine to try to make the best experience possible. So they've upgraded things from the physical body of the machine all the way to the inside into your software, into the programming, which they're constantly updating, by the way. So I'm just going to start by giving you my review of this rowing machine. I'm going to talk about some of my favorite features of both the machine itself and the software inside so that you get an idea of what you can expect from the new Strong Series. Alright guys, so let's dive into my review of the Aviron Strong Series rower. So if you followed me for a while, you know I've tried a bunch of different rowers and they're all pretty cool, but I've come to know what is really awesome and what are some of the drawbacks on some rowers. So I have a kind of a unique perspective on rowing machines, and I want to share with you my favorite things about the Aviron in this new model. So starting with number one, I really like that it's a little bit more lightweight than the Impact or the Tough Series rower, which were their original rowing machines. It's a little lighter. It still folds up. You can bring this arm up. It stands up straight. You can push it with the wheels on the front right up against the wall. So if you're not using it, you can just very easily get it right out of your way. Pretty simple. It does stand up pretty tall, which is a little bit different from the Impact Series rower, which does fold down a little bit more, but overall it has a smaller footprint. So I love that. Next up is the resistance. Now the resistance looks a little bit different than the Impact Series or the Tough Series rower. They changed that up a little bit, but they use the same air plus magnetic resistance system, which is totally awesome and totally unique. So you get the air resistance, which gives you that feel of being out on the water, and then that magnetic resistance gives you up to 100 pounds of resistance. So you're truly getting a full body workout that combines both cardio and strength all in one. Again, totally unique to Aviron. I absolutely love that aspect. The resistance on here feels amazing. It truly gives you a better workout, in my opinion, than a lot of the other rowing machines. Next, I love the handle on these. It's very soft. It feels good to hang on to. It's a good whip. The grip just feels really good, and it's very easy and smooth. It twists fully so that you can really get the best, most comfortable positioning when you're rowing. This is very smooth when you're rowing. The resistance just feels good and you don't get caught or hung up on anything. It's phenomenal. Next up, this is something new to the Strong Series. They actually added the feature to be able to adjust your feet and hip width. So this makes this machine so much more accessible to people of different shapes, different sizes. You can truly get the best rowing position. With any workout, you really truly want to have your form proper and correct so that you aren't getting injured and you aren't feeling bad. So just a simple turn of the knob will take these in or out based on where you need them to be. The foot straps are super easy to use, nothing complicated here. They're just a Velcro strap. Strap your foot in, you can adjust these so that it fits your foot perfectly. And the whole family can use it. It's super easy to adjust these. So if you have multiple people using the rower, you can very easily accommodate anybody. Next up, the seat is ergonomic. Again, it just feels really good to sit on. Some rowing seats aren't super comfortable, and this one actually is. And I do hear that they're going to have the option to upgrade your seat as well if you want an even more comfortable seat. So that's a pretty cool option. Taking you on to the inside of the machine, which is honestly my favorite part, and probably a lot of people's favorite part, is the programming, the software. So Aviron is dedicated to always updating their software. This has been part of their concept for years, and they've promised to continue this with rolling out at least 2 major updates every quarter moving forward, which is a pretty big deal, and not something that you commonly see in the connected fitness industry. But again, Aviron truly cares about their customers, and they really want you to have the best experience ever. So things that I love about Aviron, once you're signed in here, you can kind of see they'll start scrolling with the different categories. This is probably my favorite thing ever. It's the streaming. So you don't have to follow a workout. You can just row. And if you feel like watching Netflix or Prime or Disney, Hulu, YouTube, you get to choose that. And actually, you can watch your stats as well. So you're still getting in a good workout, knowing exactly what's going on, but you're getting to enjoy maybe watching some TV. Maybe the only way you get a workout in is in the evening, and you kind of don't want to compromise. You still want to get your TV time and your workout. So Aviron lets you do that, which again, totally unique. I love that about this machine. Okay, next up, you're gonna see all the categories. You're gonna scroll along your screen. You've got games. These are constantly updating. You'll see all the time you log in and there'll be new games to try, different fun things. Again, the concept is to end boring workouts. So if you feel bored and unmotivated by fitness classes, or maybe just rowing out on the water, and that doesn't feel super motivating, you're gonna absolutely love Aviron's programming because they have so many different games to choose from. You know, pick your poison, and you get to customize the experience based on your experience level and you know, where you're at and what you want to do that day. You'll see things like easy, medium, hard, and there is competition. So if you want to compete, you can compete against yourself, you can compete against community members, which is pretty cool. Similar concept to this pros versus Joes. So you can compete against pros, which is a very unique and totally cool experience. You can kind of choose one of these Olympic athletes, professional athletes, and line up, see how you measure up head to head to them. That's super fun. Power play is very similar. It's kind of like a gaming feature. Again, just a ton of different games and programs to choose from. Now, if you do like guided programming, you get to train here with Training Tall, and he has guided programs that you can get started with, which I highly recommend. If you're brand new to rowing, checking out a guided rowing video is going to be very helpful as you learn how to get your form right and just kind of get started with rowing. And they have other guided programmings, and then of course virtual experience, so scenic destinations. Sometimes we just want to chill and explore a different part of the world, and you can do that. You can check out any one of these cool different locations and feel as if you're out on the water, which is absolutely incredible. I love doing that every once in a while, but I have to say my favorite thing is probably the streaming because it's totally unique and no one else is really offering that. Most connected fitness is having you exclusive to their programming, which can be okay, but sometimes you just want to watch something else, and to feel locked in is kind of a bummer. So I love that about Aviron. They really truly take everything that their community says that they want, the things that they would like improved upon, and they listen. It's very obvious, it's abundantly clear that they took the best of the Impact Series rower and the Tough Series rower, and they put it here in the Strong Series, and then they added in a bunch of feedback, user experience, and they just made it better. So I'm super excited to be able to share this with you. I didn't get into a lot of the nitty-gritty details, but I did, however, do that in my blog post. So link that up in the comment section, so in the description box, so you can actually go click on that, go over to my blog post, you'll see all of the dimensions and user limits and just more in-depth information about the Strong series. And of course, you can go to Aviron's website and check all that out as well. If I have any coupons, discounts, or awesome sales to share, I'll put those down below as well. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out.